So today we're back and we're going to be checking out the Moondrop OId Fashioned headphones.
You can say that again.
These are open back wired on-air headphones and they're coming in at only around $25. And I definitely know that sounds like a total throwaway product for that price, but this is one of those categories of headphones where sometimes the sound ends up being way better than the price and way better than it has it right
We saw
to be.
it last time.
Right. Like the FIO EH11.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie, when I first saw these, I thought they were just going to feel cheap and sound cheap, like the kind of headphones you buy once and like never touch again. But we've been testing them all week and these actually surprised us, like especially considering what they cost.
So these are in a super popular budget on-air category. And I've been trying to show Nick a lot of these different things. So because I think often people think
But we're on air. These go on ear.
Oh, I said on air.
Yeah.
On ear category.
We can keep that.
But I think that a lot of younger people think that price automatically equates to quality, and it's not always the case. These headphones are often under $40 or $50, and people buy them because they're simple, they're light, they have sound that can be shockingly good. Moondrop really took that idea and pushed it even cheaper.
Yeah, the biggest thing to understand with these are that they are open headphones. So that basically means you can hear your room, like you can hear the people around you. There's no ANC with this. And people are going to hear your music, especially if you have it up pretty high, like I will. Riding on the subway, like you might not want to be using that then because other people are going to hear your music. But this is more just like kind of chilling at home.
And when he was playing some music off of this to test, you could hear it. You could definitely hear the sound in it.
So the headphones themselves are lightweight and minimal. They don't feel like premium, but they also don't feel like junk. Like the execution's solid. They actually feel sturdier than I expected, especially for the price. And they look cleaner and more modern than most of like the cheap ones. Like some of the cheap ones will actually look like they came straight from the 70s with like nothing going on here.
So you would wear these though?
No.
No.
I wouldn't wear them, but I wouldn't be embarrassed.
Really wouldn't wear these? You don't think that these are good enough looking that you would wear?
I have like triple XL ears. Like you can't, like, look at this.
When these are on, you can talk normally, you can hear your room, and you can hear people around you. I like this though. I've told you in other videos that I don't love active noise cancellation.
You're scared the fire alarm is going to go off.
I want to be able to hear what's around me, especially at work. I need to hear other people. So something like this doesn't bother me at all, but just be aware of that.
You will end up like feeling these after a while because they're on ear. They're not like earbuds, obviously. If you're going to wear them for long sessions, yeah, there's some pressure after a while, but nothing I would complain about, like especially for $25.
The Moondrop OId Fashioned uses a standard 2-pin cable on each side. So that means at this price, you can replace the cable.
Okay.
And the headphones are still usable. So the headphones aren't trash if the cable breaks or if the cable gets worn out.
Smart.
And it's smart. It's a good thing at this price. It's a 2-pin cable, so you do have to find a cable that fits correctly. There are cables built like this for IEMs, for the little in-ear IEMs that are very popular. They don't always fit perfectly.
The included cable's totally fine. Like it's just fine.
Yeah.
It wraps fine, straightens out fine. It doesn't feel like you're going to turn it into like a tangled disaster. Like I used to have the Apple.
The old Apple
Yeah, the
plastic
old
ones,
plastic
which were a
ones.
disaster.
Yeah.
Another cool feature here is the compatibility with the pads. The ear pads are removable, and they're foam pads that actually fit with a lot of other brands. Brands like Koss, some of the really other popular budget category ear pads will fit on this. So you can change those out. That could change out the comfort. These are really what I would say are moddable. Because of that, you like that one? You like moddable. Okay, there you go. New word for you.
Oh.
No. These are moddable, so you can change things out. You can change the cable. You can change the foam ear pads.
Feature number 3 is the sound, and this is the part that actually surprised us. Sound-wise, the tuning is honestly impressive for $25. The mids are clean, vocals sound clear. The treble is surprisingly balanced. Doesn't sound harsh or broken the way a lot of cheap headphones do. Like it actually sounds like you're listening to a quality set of headphones. The sound is legitimately pretty good.
So there's a bit of a trade-off, though, I would say. Right?
Which was I was about to say
Oh,
before
you got
interrupted
it.
me.
All right,
There's no bass.
No, it's not no bass. Be fair.
These had a little bit of bass, but it wasn't like...
You don't get as much of that low-end punch, not as much as that rumble, like not the deepest bass.
Right. I mean, it's not it doesn't make them like bad by any means. It's just like kind of if we're going to talk about sound, we got to be honest about every little part.
Yeah. So, but you like deep bass. That's
Yeah.
your thing. So
Yeah.
that's a downfall for you.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. I will say, honestly, they don't feel premium, but again, 50th time, we're going to have to put a counter up how many times we said price, $25, right? Because they're open back, they do leak some sound. Doesn't bother me at all. I probably don't listen to them all that loud anyway. So the leak sound isn't a big deal. But certainly for some people, maybe for you who's going to be listening to them pretty loud, that could be a deal breaker.
I mean, I guess I'll add one thing, like just because they're on ear, some people are going to hate the style, just having on ear headphones in general, but they're also going to hate like the classic look of these. If you're the type who needs like over-ear comfort, these aren't going to change your mind. But if you already like the on-ear headphones, the comfort is actually pretty good, especially since like you're not going to be dealing with some heavyweight headphones here.
And again, we talk a lot about our ages, father, son, growing up in the 80s and 90s, this was a very common pair. This was what we were most used to. So for me, this is very, what I'm used to.
Yeah.
It's very comfortable. It fits well. All right. So Nick, 20-year-old college student, would you actually use these?
They wouldn't be my first choice, but if I needed like a pair of desk headphones, like if I'm just sitting there doing homework and like plug this into my computer, had to listen to a video, they're totally passable for that. I'm not going to choose them over my AirPods right now.
These are great as like the throw in your backpack.
Right.
Sometimes bring with you somewhere. Maybe you're out traveling. You want to bring a smaller pair with you.
Right.
These were recommended by somebody in the comments, actually
Right.
on social media, on one of our social media videos. They said, you got to check out the Moondrop OId Fashioned. So I bought them and I like them. I would recommend them.
Yeah, they're definitely recommendable.
I would give this a buy. I would say go for it. If you're
Yeah.
looking for something at a cheap price point that sounds good and that's comfortable to wear. And don't forget, again, that removable cord, which really gives you some.
Right. That's a pretty much a game changer, I think, in our reviews, at least in mine. Like these are going to break after a while.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you have to throw these away once you do it.
And just customize, make them your own, make them look the way you want to. Let's give it a quick score. And I do think we're both very positive on these. We're recommending. I'm going to go with an 8 out of 10. So not bad. Recently we've had some 9s. So this is a little bit below that. For $25, these compete against a lot of headphones at the $40, $50, $60. The Cost Porta Pros, if you know what I'm talking about, these are right in that game with Cost Porta Pros, which are probably going to be twice the price. And I actually like the way these look better than the Cost Porta Pros. 8 out of 10 for me, and I would recommend.
I'm going to give it a 7.5. But that's on the scale with every other piece of equipment we're using here. Like I'm not even putting the price necessarily into my number.
And your only real big issue was bass,
Right.
and you don't love the look of the old
Right.
style. We are not planning on this channel being a lot of these products like Moondrop and Fio. It just happens that that's the way we've been going recently.
Yeah, well, it's pretty shocking how
It's
much.
shocking. The quality and the price points is shocking. And it's really disappointing
Yeah, it is.
that the Sonys and the brands that I grew up with that were supposed to be the best of the best, their prices are too high and the quality simply isn't good enough.
Right.
Simple, good pricing, good quality.
Like if you give this to someone and say this was $25, I don't think you're going to find anyone who's disappointed.
Yeah, that's a great.
Like-
I think that's a perfect way to explain
Are you going to
it.
show it to somebody and be like, these are the best headphones ever? No, but
I think that's a great way to explain it.
yeah.
And we'll be back soon. We got a bunch more coming up. So I'm not doing a call to action.
Red button, click it.
Is it? I hope it's red.
It's red.
Okay, it's
Yep.
It's red. All right, that's it. Check
See
it.
ya.
Thanks.